Hey, right, guys, welcome. My name is Adam. Welcome to today's vlog. Man, I look like a caveman. This quarantine thing, I'd say it's turning me into a Neanderthal. So this video is all about the flight simulation community, okay? So you probably expect a lot of thumbs down on this video, to be honest. I am. So flight simulation is it's a passion of mine I've had since 2000, the year 2000. Although before I have been exposed to it before then. I think back in the 80s, someone had on an IBM machine the old version, black and white, thing. It was honestly it was a bit weird. But I personally got my first one like in 2000, yeah. And yeah, I've been doing it ever since, really. But now it's like it's become more business like a community. The community's become more like a business like thing, because obviously, you get people who sell products, businesses, companies, developers, but that term developer is now become very loose, where people class themselves as developers who just reskin an aircraft, who do a paint job on an aircraft. I'm a developer now. It's a very loose term now. So there's not a very thin line or a black and white line of developer for a product and just some local Joe who's at home, who's no experience and does something. In fact, there's places to go to purchase. Like there's like a store you can go to. There's a whole like sim market. It's got a whole store. It's got everybody on there. Just Flight as well. They also provide third party support in that. And but I'll tell you, the last sort of like 10 years of the flight sim community has changed dramatically. Like I remember, like I don't know, people were different. People were really different. So I think as well, it's escalated ever since the sort of announcement of Microsoft coming back into the market as well. That's like everybody's gone, oh, and then people who have had hands-on experience have gone, yeah, that's it, I'm camp Microsoft. And obviously people who've been using X-Plane or P3D or FSX, they're all, sitting on their fences. So it's like everybody's sitting on the fences of a flight simulator. And it's like, this is my camp, And I mean, at the end of the day, it's all the passion of flight simulation, and then I do enjoy that. I do like it when people start chatting in Facebook groups and forums, and like almost like an argument. It's like two sides who are that passionate about flight simulation, who are like saying, "No, I'm better, I'm better." And it's honestly, it's quite ace to see, because it's like at the end of the day, we're all passionate about what we love to do, which is flying planes in the simulated world. And that's what we're all like that about, So it's like, I don't mind if some people have a pop in that, because they're just showing their passion for what they love, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. So yeah, it's like things have changed a lot, to the point where there's a fine line between developer and just a local Joe who sits at home doing, there are clear leaders in this industry as well. Like for instance, and there's a difference between a clear leader and the most popular as well. Major difference. So like I would say the most popular PMDG for aircraft, for airliners, most popular probably would be, or most well known as well. Their aircraft are like synonymous with being like full high fidelity, sort of simulated. All the little everything on it is simulated, and there are other manufacturers like Majestic with their Dash 8. They're really good add-ons to this hobby of ours that really just enhance it. You know what I mean? You're right, MS. How's it going? And honestly, if you go on Facebook, right, and forget the forums now for it, just look on Facebook and look at all the pages and all the groups. Everybody who is, there's so much, and it's escalating. It's getting bigger and bigger, and with this sort of, I feel it's going to get bigger and bigger as well moving forward, as we go towards the release of the latest one, Microsoft, and eventually probably that X-Plane Vulcan when it comes out of beta. But I think next year it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive next year. But people are so passionate though that they're almost blinded by their passion, and protected as well, so protective about their own sort of, if they're creating something themselves, and they're so protective of that thing, blindly sometimes. Um, yeah, it's a great time to be a flight simmer, I tell you. It's a great time. I mean, I love getting in the sim, and I love, exploring and finding new things out about it. So this new one that's just come out, P3D version 5, there's been loads to explore, because it is the same in terms of the back office as version 4, right? The new version 5, it is the same file structures, which means a lot of the same add-ons will move in quite easily, but there are slight differences between the two, and so for them things, there are like sometimes the installer won't work into version 5, and in fact, some developers have even made it where they have dedicated the installer's path, and you can't change it. So it's like you've got to literally install it into version 4, go rooting through the directories for all the files that it's just installed, and then bring them all out of version 4, plop them into version 5, do a couple of file tweaks here, and then it may work, but it's like we just have to wait for the installers from the developers. But that's, for me, that's the rub. Some developers don't do it anymore. They've moved on. Like, there are some products that are really good, but the company doesn't exist anymore. And so it's like, we're never going to get an update for that then. So it's like, if I can't get it to work in version 5, then I'm never going to get to use that again. Because, to be honest, for me, I don't see a point of having two simulators, version 4, version 5, on my hard drive at the same time. Forget it. There's so much space I could save just by having one. And version 5, for me, is good enough to replace version 4, but not yet, because I still need it, to be fair. Some sceneries that I have to actually install into version 4 to port across to version 5, just because of the way it is, and that's just, and we're just talking about airports, to be honest, and aircraft, not like sceneries, not like whole sceneries. Although today I did find a nice surprise, actually. Fly Tampa's line of stuff so far has been good. I've never found a problem with it. I've got everything. I think XML from Fly Tampa. All their recent installers, they're great, because they include the option to, if you want to shift it somewhere else, guys, just go ahead and do it. Obviously, their very early stuff for FSX and stuff like that didn't have that option. Although they are, a lot of them are updated now to do that. So that's good, but I've not had any issue with any of them, to be honest. So I'll tell you one thing I wish would happen is people update, information, and then, and just, it's, the passion's getting quite a lot, to be honest, because I almost dare not post anything in the Facebook groups now. It's getting to a point where I post something to show, guys, hey, look how amazing this looks, and then people are on it and like, hey, you idiot, man, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, mate, passion of flight sim here. It's like, I'm trying to show you, look how great this looks. And then people will go, that don't look great, mate. And I'm like, you having a laugh? That looks like a real life picture, that does. How can you not say, mate, Vaseline on your lens or something, mate? It's like, I love the passion, to be honest. I love the passion. I love when people were like, I don't like that. And somebody else is like, oh, I do. And they're like, well, I don't like it. And then, I love it. And it's like, that's just showing your passion, that is, It's just showing your passion. Although there are just people who like to be a dick, who would just want to argue, and they just want to put you down. And it's like, that, just ignore that shit. You know what I mean? I could call him a cock. I could say, listen, you're a prick. But it's like, there's no need to be childish. So, but yeah, for everyone else, it's great, because it's, if you find a group that or a forum or a developer or a plane that you really love, stick with it, man. Stick with it. Like, I'm no rush for like the PMDG aircraft who haven't yet put it in the sim. I am in no rush for the sceneries yet that haven't been installed, like made compatible. You know, I've got like 2 or 3 airplanes that work, and I've got loads of airports that work, and I'm happy to just to fly them routes until it does. You know, um, and I can't wait for tonight, guys. Honestly, oh mate, guys, right here we go. Tonight, live stream tonight. Yeah, there's a live stream tonight. I'm gonna test out loads of airliners, okay? Loads of freeware, some maybe payware. We're gonna really get into it, right, with the airliners. See what works, what doesn't work, right? I'm not touching PMDG though. Forget that. I'm not losing my license for any of that. So just move. But there will be 737. There will be 747. There will be Airbus. There will be Boeing. Okay, and also we're gonna fly over Spain using the satellite data. Okay, and in tomorrow's live stream, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that yourself. Right, the process of creating it and building it and putting it in. It's a long process, guys. Don't expect an overnight thing here. But tomorrow we'll go through step by step. But tonight we're gonna fly over it so you can see it in action. Right, testing out these airliners. Okay. So if you've got any questions about today's live stream, then please, keyboard warrior me down in the comments below, or join the Brotherhood. Get in the Discord. The link's in the description box. Get in my Discord, and we'll have a chat there. You can see loads of people posting up pictures of their flight simulator or games that they're playing. You're right, MS. The most important thing is not necessarily version 5, but the great videos you make the sim stream for. Mate, it's all about the passion. I just want to fly. I love it. I love flight simulation. I love it. I love getting up there and going, whoa, that looks amazing down there. Or look at this plane, how beautiful it is, But yeah, it's like, oh man, the passion boils over sometimes from other people, So it's, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. I don't think Cosford's going to happen this year, guys. And it is a shame for that. Hopefully, maybe it will. I think it was October, wasn't it? Well, last year. So hopefully it will be, but you know what? We do it virtually instead. Yeah, we all meet up on a stream, I tell you, maybe next week's stream, I'm going to open up the Discord and allow people to come in and chat. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll maybe look into this. So if you wanna be on a live stream and start chatting simulation, getting your what you love across, get in the Discord down below in the description box. Mate, this vlog's 12 minutes long. They're only supposed to be like 5 minutes of here's what I'm doing today, guys. Like, what am I doing right now? I'm watching some documentaries about Airbus, and I'm testing out airports, basically, and sort of cleaning up a few files, because I'm slowly starting to delete stuff off version 4 that definitely work in version 5. And so my library for version 4 is shrinking whilst the version 5 is growing. So yeah, and I'm waiting for more scenery to compile. So it's yeah, that's basically all I'm doing today until tonight. Live stream. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Yes, another Twitch and YouTube stream, Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I gotta get back to it. I'll see you tonight, guys. All right, take care. Bye-bye.